we need to be real clear about what this government shutdown is about. Democrats in Washington are trying to save your Affordable Care Tax Credit. If you are a working couple making just above $85,000, your tax credit will go away under Trump's big bullshit bill. Republicans are okay with that. That means your health care will triple. Your out-of-pocket will go from about $8,000 to $20,000 plus. That's where we are. That's what this is about. Republicans wanted a tax cut for very, very wealthy people, and the rest of us get screwed over. Make no mistake, this is not about migrants getting health care. It doesn't happen in Texas, doesn't happen in any state in this nation, doesn't happen in federal law. It's all a bullshit lie. This thing is about paying billionaires and millionaires tax cuts and tax benefits while the rest of us get screwed over.
Breaking news, guys. The Trump administration has been warning people that in November, you will not receive any food benefits, such as SNAP, EBT, or WIC, due to the government shutdown. Over 48 million people will not be receiving any assistance for food whatsoever. There will be insufficient funds come November. Nobody will get a deposit. You might see it on your app that you will be receiving your deposit for next month, but come next month, there will be insufficient funds and 48 million people will not be receiving those benefits. Federal spending for the SNAP program has been cut due to Trump passing that bill on this year. So this might affect a lot of families. So yeah, guys, try to stock up as much as you can this month with those benefits that you will receive, because next month, due to this shutdown extending, you will not be receiving any benefits.
Bankruptcies are skyrocketing. Right now, more trucking companies are going bankrupt, more restaurants. Farm bankruptcies are up 35% higher than 2024. Hi, today is your update in the economy. It's October 12th, 2025. We are day 12 of the government shutdown. Our economy is collapsing every single day. Look at this. Airports are a disaster. Last time we had government shutdown in 2018, we lost $3 billion every week in travel alone. Let's not forget about the safety. Donald Trump fires over 4,000 government workers, and now museums and all that stuff in Washington are closed. Washington has an unemployment rate of 6% before the government shutdown. Expect a catastrophic crisis in Washington. We have lost over 1 million jobs this year. Inflation is 2.9%. Groceries are up 29%. We are in a recession in 22 states. We are in a recession in construction. We are in a recession in manufacturing. The stock market tanked on Friday, dropping 900 points. Drop a comment below if you want to stay on the algorithm to get your update on the economy and the stock market on Monday, October 13th.
Now, the Trump administration is warning everyone that November, you might just not be getting any food assistance, no SNAP or anything like that. You get what I'm saying? They're saying that there will be insufficient funds to pay November SNAP benefits for approximately 42 million Americans, okay, y'all? This is due to the government shutdown still extending, okay, y'all? And this is in compliance with the One Big Beautiful bill that Trump had dropped this year. And basically, the bill overhauls the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, which is a SNAP program, which provides food assistance for over more than, like I said, 42 million Americans. And the changes are expected to squeeze some people out of the program, as well as federal spending on the program is cut by over estimated $186 billion over the next decade. So some people have to be aware of these changes and be aware of what's happening right now currently with this government shutdown, because you just might not be able to feed your family due to your lack of knowledge on what's going on, okay, y'all? Now, the new work requirements have changed, and they're stating that able-bodied adults without dependents need to prove they're working at least 80 hours a month or in school to be approved for SNAP, without proof that they can only have at least 3 to 4 months of food assistance, okay, you guys? And before that, the age was 18 to 54, but now the age is between 18 to 64 on whether or not, 65, on whether or not you are an able-bodied adult. So you know the age requirements for retirement, everything like that, it has changed, and they're becoming more strict on things. And y'all know what the fuck is happening, okay, y'all? So parents with kids under the age of 14 will be exempt from this, and the usual age was 18 and under, but now it's 14 and under, okay, y'all? So that's and what's crazy is, y'all, over 94 million pounds of food has not reached the food banks this year across the country, y'all. After Trump had cut $500 million in deliveries from the emergency food assistance program, y'all, the Department of Agriculture has basically recorded the show of 4,304 canceled food deliveries between May and September. And now we're in October. So the one thing that everyone has to understand is this: if you're getting food assistance, you have to cut out things right now. Cut out all the things you not fucking need. You don't need all the pops, the juices, the sodas. You do not need all of the processed food, the artificial sweeteners. You don't need none of that bullshit. Get what you need. And if anything, start doing things the way that our grandparents did things. Start making homemade bread, homemade butter. Make your own sugar. Make your own syrup. Make your own milks. We have to get back and go towards the way of doing things before we started depending on other corporations to feed us, right? In just 2 or 3 steps, you can make some homemade almond milk, homemade oat milk, homemade walnut milk. You can make your own bread. You get what I'm saying? Go and buy these ingredients to feed your family, guys. You don't need so much food every fucking day, all day. The sickness in America is so fucking high, y'all, already, to the point where we all should stop consuming so much things as it is. If we know they're making bioengineered meat, bioengineered this, you get what I'm saying, process this, process that, why are we willing to go and spend the little funds they are giving us for food assistance? Because I don't approve. They don't approve me for food stamps. They don't approve me for a link card. You get what I'm saying? And I work. I go to school. You feel me? But I don't have any kids, right? So they'll consider me able-bodied. Even though I'm paying over $1,300 in rent, I'm paying for a car note, I'm paying for car insurance, you get what I'm saying? I'm paying for groceries, my well-being. You feel me? So it's like, they don't give a fuck for real. They want you to make a minimum of whatever they want you to make to even get approved. They want you to make under $1,200 a month, where I'm from. And I'm in Illinois. You get what I'm saying? In order to get approved for a link. And if they do give you something, they'll give you like $20. $20, you get what I'm saying? So I'm like, you have to minimize the things you feel like you need, the things you feel like you want, you get what I'm saying, and start adding in better habits. And it's honestly going to be a beautiful thing for you to learn how to create your own home recipes. Start buying those spices your grandmothers and great-grandmothers and uncles and aunties will use to create their own remedies, you get what I'm saying? But we have to not let them win and not allow to the fear they want to put on us to be the reason, because all of this Democratic being the reason because of the shutdown bullshit, when y'all know the reason is because of y'all, you get what I'm saying? Y'all are the majority of the fucking house, you get what I'm saying? And y'all out here giving out billions and millions of fucking funds to other nations and funding their people, education, their healthcare, their food, whatever, and making us sit here and think that we're fucking stupid when the whole time we see what's going on. I know what's going on, you get what I'm saying? So fuck that Thanksgiving shit, okay, y'all? Don't be sitting here waging into these weird ass, weak ass holidays. Fuck Halloween and fuck Christmas. Don't celebrate it. Keep your money. Minimize all of this bullshit until you can figure out a plan for you and your fucking family. Literally. Like, it's so much easier to just create your own lane for you and your life and your family. Leave all of these holidays alone. Leave all of these weird ass habits you have alone. You get what I'm saying? Because all of the assistance that they used to give, the Section 8, you get what I'm saying? Even though many of us can't get Section 8 still because the fucking people have been on Section 8 for all these years and won't get off of it. You get what I'm saying? The link, healthcare, Medicare, Obamacare, a whole bunch of things that we thought was assisting everyone is not assisting anyone today. So change it up and be aware.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So Trump administration is warning that millions of Americans might not get their food assistance this November. No SNAP, no EBT, no help putting food on the table for over 42 million people. Now some people might brush this off, but for working class, single parents, elders, and disabled folks, this is survival. When the government plays game with shutdown and budgets, real people starve. So let's break it down. What is really going on and what this says about how this country treats the poor.
To be fucking kidding me. So it's day 12 of the Democrat government shutdown, right? No government employee is getting paid except for them, Congress, both Democrats and Republicans. We know that all the Republicans have already signed on to get this bill passed, this continuing resolution to fund the government, kick the can down the road like the last 12 times they did the same shit, right? Get the government funded so people can get paid, the lights are gonna stay on, and the world runs, America keep running. And we know a very, very important group of people, our military, very important. We need them to keep working, right? And the Democrats are saying it's the Republicans' fault why the government is shut down, even though all the Republicans have signed to get this continuing resolution passed, right? So the president, DJT, told the Secretary of the Department of War, Pete Hegseth, hey, dip into that piggy bank, pull out that $8 billion to make sure our troops are paid.
President Trump is directing Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth to use all available funds to get our troops paid on October 15th as the government shutdown nears its third week. After the Senate failed to approve spending legislation this week, military members were preparing to go without their paychecks on Wednesday for the first time in U.S. history.
Tell me why the fuck are the Democrats freaking out about paying the people that are protecting our country and, frankly, the world? The Democrats are threatening to use every single law in their book to say that this move is illegal, and if Donald Trump go forward with it, they will sue, they will use more government funds that is currently unavailable to sue the government, the Trump administration, to make sure our troops sit there broke, no bills being paid, all while they continue to get paid. Bro, if this don't piss you off, and if you are a Democrat and you're not calling your representative to tell them to sign that fucking bill, I don't know what you're doing, but that's exactly what you need to do. Because clearly they're showing they don't care about Americans, they don't care about our safety, none of that. All they care about is to make sure they have the means and ways to launder money, right? Using healthcare for the 11 plus million illegals they brought in here to skim off of that to line their pockets. That's what this is really about. If these 11 million illegals lose their opportunity to have free health care, then the Democrats lose their opportunity to line their pocket through these illegal scams that they've been doing. That is what this is about. The government is shut down because if the illegals lose their health care, then the Democrats lose their means of padding their pockets. Seriously. You gotta
tell you something. They know better than anyone how important these social programs are for families who are living paycheck to paycheck. So you gotta wonder, why would these leaders allow a government shutdown to stretch into a third week, hurting the very people they say that they're fighting for? Here's what they don't want you to realize. The same person that they criticize and villainize for years just quietly approved about $300 million in funding from tariff revenues, the same money they said would collapse the economy and only benefit the billionaires. That move helped keep WIC programs running and made sure military families could keep food on their tables during the shutdown. No executive orders, no special deals, just using what was already available to help the people who need it the most. So the next time an election comes around, remember who was thinking about families while the other ones are busy playing politics. If this is the kind of leadership you believe in and you voted for, make sure to follow and share and drop your thoughts in the comments.
So here is the truth. This is not about SNAP. This is about what kind of people you want to be. Because you can't keep pretending that hunger is a personal failure hunger is a policy choice. And every politician who votes to cut food program, it's saying you don't matter. What you do matter. If you have food assistance, plan ahead, stay informed, and support your local food banks. And if you don't need help right now, speak up for those who do. Because silence is what led this kind of cure to continue. You have to start building communities again. Grow your own food, share your resources, look out for your neighbors, just like your grandparents did. You can't keep depending on a system that was never meant to care for you. Because at the end of the day, this fight is not just about food, it's about dignity, fairness, and survival. So stay away, stay vocal, stay human, and take care of you all. Because clearly they don't care, and they won't. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video.